Money, money, money. You know, guys, Halo used to be drowning in money. Yeah, back in my day, Halo was one of the biggest games of all time. Yeah, pretty good times indeed. Nowadays, I mean, Halo is kind of on an upswing, and then it's down again, and it kind of comes back up with new releases, and then of course there's something buggy and broken, but that's okay, that's not the point. You guys know the history of Halo. I love the franchise, we all do. But Halo, Papa bless, has actually released its own TV show. And of course, this is old news, but what a major franchise moment. I mean, honestly, round of applause for Halo. Good job, guys, you did it. But here's something interesting that Halo did. It released a TV show that did not please the fans, but it also pleased the newcomers. Interesting. But my question is, why can't Halo please the video game fans and the newcomers? I mean, The Last of Us did it. It doesn't seem too hard. You've already got the entire script that you need right there. Oh, wait, hold on. What is this? Oh, old news, of course, but an article that says, the Halo TV show is nothing like the games, and that's why it's good. Can you believe that? Can you believe making a TV show about a video game and then trying to have it act nothing like the video game? Oh, here's actually something that one of the showrunners said. Stephen Kane said in an interview, he said, we didn't look at the game. We didn't talk about the game. We talked about the characters and the world. Well, that's so funny, Stephen. Here's my question. If you want to keep the characters and the world, so essentially everything, but you don't want it to be like the game, then why make it about Halo in the first place, dude? What the fuck? You see, The Last of Us dropped its TV show and it was a huge success because it pleased the fans, it kept loyal to the game, made a few tweaks so that it was a little bit more appealing to viewers, and it pleased both sides of the aisle. Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy, man? You can actually please the fans of the games and the newcomers with your video game content? Whoa, shit, dude, that's crazy. I mean, get some of the Last of Us directors on the Halo TV show, please, for fuck's sake. But look, man, this is the reason why it's so obnoxious for me, is because they tried to say we didn't want to be limited by the games. I understand if you want to have yourself a different timeline, but why keep virtually everything about the games and then just tarnish it? And now let's get it straight, guys. The Halo TV show was a huge success. It set record numbers on Paramount Plus, made them a bunch of money. I mean, it did bring more eyes to the Halo franchise. We have to admit these things. But I'm still pissed. I'm still upset. And I still fucking hate Quan Ha, dude. Fuck Quan Ha. But what the hell am I getting at? What am I rambling about? Why am I talking so much about why the Halo show sucked and why The Last of Us is great? They're two different genres. I mean, come on, zombies versus zombies in space? Actually, they might not be too different after all.
So we're not so different after all.
I've been asking the gamers who played the games and watched the show. I've been asking people who watched the show and didn't play the games on their opinions, and we have the general consensus here of why the fuck did they not follow the video games? Listen, it's no denying, you cannot deny that Halo, especially games like Halo 2, have such a beautiful story that could just easily be ripped out of the games and dropped onto the big screen. It's no denying that, and I'll prove it to you. Take a look at some of these clips here.
Cortana, what exactly am I looking at?
That is another Halo.
Say what?
The hopes of all the Covenant rest on your shoulders, Chieftain.
My faith is strong. I will not fail.
Let him be. The great journey waits for no one, brother. Not even you.
And disobey the Hierarchs?
There are things about Halo even the Hierarchs do not understand.
Take care, Arbiter. What you say is heresy.
Is it?
Yeah, that's good stuff, huh? The story of Halo itself, the story of running away from the brink of extinction, being on humanity's last leg, stumbling upon an alien homeworld, while also outrunning aliens with only one superhuman left. Only one man that has the potential to save us. But not just that, but at the same time they found out that this ring world that they landed on, this ultra sci-fi beautiful aesthetic ring world that they landed on, is also a weapon used to annihilate the Flood, which is a galactic virus. I mean, okay. You gonna tell me that that's not as good as Master Cheeks being a simp and having with a Covenant spy? Okay, sure thing. And the biggest problem that I have is because of all the potential lost. One of the biggest losses is truly the fact that none of the characters behave like themselves. And if they're not going to behave like themselves, it's going to be a different timeline. Why use them at all? Why not just rename everybody? Because Jimmy No Rings over here is not at all like Chief. He has none of the admirable qualities that any of us fell in love with. Instead, he's a simp and a crybaby in this show. Or what about Sergeant Johnson? What about the Arbiter? What about Miranda Keyes acting like Miranda Keyes? Everyone has just been totally wasted, and not just that, but think of the massive universe that Halo offers. Halo, like Star Wars, has so much content. You could make episodes and shows about the Covenant being built, about the enslavement of the Grunts, maybe how it feels to be an ODST, to work alongside Spartans, even though you despise them because you think they're these weird, mechanized monsters. You see, there's so much that you can do with the video games. There's so much potential that was just thrown away because we don't want to be limited to the games.
You are made of stupid.
Why do you think the campaign of a video game was enough to get people to buy it? Why do you think people buy Halo for just the story? The Last of Us is a game that's bought for just the story as well. Crazy. I wonder what that means. I think it means that both of those games have the potential to become amazing TV shows and pay respect to the games. And that's the biggest problem I have, is that everybody wants Halo to be something other than Halo. And is that just me feeling that? Am I crazy? Am I insane? Could you guys let me know? Because they hire people to make the Halo games who hate Halo so that we can change it into something they do like. They get people to make the TV show that say, we didn't want to be looking at the games. We didn't want to be boxed in by the video games. So they take the shell of Halo, they take the name, and then they change it to their own agenda. Like, what is going on? The best parts about Halo is when you let it shine. When you let Halo be Halo, you're going to have astronomically high numbers. And I know the TV show is already a huge success. If The Last of Us can stay close to the games, try a few new things, and make millions of dollars, Halo can as well. But Halo can also, just like The Last of Us, please everybody. And I really don't think it's hard. I just think you need to get people that love the games and aren't embarrassed or ashamed of it. Because at the end of the day, this is a franchise that's proved itself to be good with storytelling. It's proved itself to be masterful in music. Do you know how many times people actually listen to the Halo soundtrack when they're not playing the games? Are you insane to just forget about that and to ignore that? But hey, continue making Halo like anything else but Halo. We'll see how Season 2 is, but nice job, Last of Us. You did it, and I'm happy for you. Of all the fans of that game, I'm pretty jealous.